Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to the next series of Shadow vs. the World, where I'm up against the subscriber KaMiKaZe, and today we have the greatest matchup with the greatest armies of the greatest game, of the greatest replay of okay, everyone's got great weapons. It's Chaos versus Dwarfs. I'm playing as the Dwarfs. He's playing as Chaos, and everyone has brought great weapons. You know, it's just everyone. Even the people that don't have great weapons have great weapons, and the great weapons have great weapons with them. So it's there's a lot going on. So I'll quickly go over my one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Dwarf Warriors, all with great weapons. We then have 2 units of Slayers and 1 unit of the Dragon Back Slayers, Regiment of Renown. Couple units of Quarrors, all great weapons, and then 3 miners with blasting charges. It's practically the same thing. We've got 2 runesmiths, and we've got the white dwarf himself, whose great weapon is so great it's greater than him. Look at the size of it. Insane. Anyway, let's go over Chaos. So we got over here some Goreboard Chariot, and then we have a army of literally 6 units of Chaos Marauders. Sorry, I take that back. I thought they were all Chaos Warriors, but they're not. Sorry, so 1. So what's that then? Oh, how cheap. Is that Chaos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Chaos Warriors of great weapons, and then we just got some Marauders. Oh, so with great weapons. Sorry, I thought it was all Chaos Warriors. But it isn't. They're Marauders. For some reason, they went shit. We've got Prince Sigvald the Magnificent, who is great as well, so he counts, and he's getting in with the Marauders, the human followers, to follow them. I feel like KaMiKaZe's trying to taunt me here. Chaos Sorcerer of Shadows. I feel like he is taunting me. Over here, we do have Chaos Knights hidden in the woods, and here we have a very, very powerful force of 2 units of Chaos Warhounds and Mordor Horse Masters. Is that everything? I believe that is everything. Numbers are actually, I believe, yeah, in the Dwarfs' favour by about 100 guys. So let's get the battle started. Chaos obviously don't have much range apart from the Horse Masters over here. I've got the Miners of Blasting Chargers and some Quarrors, but not much range, to be honest. So let's speed it up. I want to get straight into the action. So, some people might recognise KaMiKaZe. He was actually in the Legendary Tournament where anyone could take part. There goes those blasting charges. In they go. Oh, look at these. It's just the battle of big axes. Look at this. This is so dumb. This should be the thumbnail. It's just a giant axe. Quarrors getting in there, getting some good flank shots over there. Blasting charges. They were meant to go for the Warriors, but they don't. They seem to have made most. Cavalry coming on the flank there. And there's cavalry there. Here's even more Chaos Warriors of great weapons, blasting charges everywhere. Where's our chariot? That chariot's going to be a problem. We all know that. Runesmiths are now dropping all of the abilities down. We do have all in this cavalry. We've got the Slayers back here. So, I mean, they are kind of dying to spears in the back. But apart from that, it's fine. We got more. It'll be fine. But in comes the Chaos Knights into the back here, so the Dragon Back Slayers are now moving forward to try and counter them. The Miners have actually used up all their blasting charges, so they should be getting into the action with. And look at this, the Warhounds are coming in there, going to get the back of the Dragon Back Slayers and the Quarrors, the great weapons. Warhounds going in against the Slayers there, but they should be able to handle this, clean this up quite nicely. Balance power is pretty equal at the moment. We got a group of Warriors breaking, but we did have some Dwarf Warriors breaking over there as well, so it's kind of all over the place right now. It's just a giant scrum. I mean, I know the Slayers should be able to handle the Wolves, no problem. These guys have been a massive pain. In comes the Chaos Knights again, into the flank there. Nice bit of cycle charge by KaMiKaZe. In comes the Goreboard Chariot straight into the back of those Quarrors. But, I mean, they do have great weapons. So once their momentum dies, if he makes them stay still, we will cut them down. If. That's the key thing. Over here, we do have Chaos Warriors making a run for it, so I'm going to try and get these Warriors to go around and try and win the skirmish over here. Because when it's battles like this, oh good, they've shattered, so they won't be coming back. When it comes to battles like this, you've got to win each individual skirmish. If you can win a skirmish, you've got to overwhelm the next one. I pretty much have everything in now. Quarrors are kind of getting a bit mixed up. Really, these guys should just turn around and shoot them. They would destroy the Horse Masters if given a chance, but, you know, at the time of the moment and now. Do have Chaos Warriors here breaking, which is great. If we can make them break, then we can spin them around and attack them and win the skirmish over here. Bounce power slightly looks like in Chaos favour. How's the numbers looking? It's still my favour, but not by much. We have taken a lot. But we do have the Runesmiths dropping lots of buffs as well. The Crawlers, seriously, turn around and shoot them. Seriously, they would destroy them. Why did I not do that? I don't know, but the Gorball Charge has been a huge problem here. Cutting through them quite nicely. And a lot of the Dwarves on this side have now broken because of that. So suddenly this flank is disappeared. Bounce pattern now quite heavily shifted in the Chaos favour. And look at that number count dropping for the Dwarves as they get run down. Now KaMiKaZe's just sending everything in because he can sense there's blood in the water. He can finish this now if he sends in everything. While units are breaking, he wants to try and get as much as he can. The whole unit has been completely wiped out. Slayers there. So now these Chaos Warriors can come in here. Dragon backstairs trying to hold, but they just don't have the armor piercing required. And even Grumble the White Dwarf has broken, guys. He's actually broken, and with that, everything else is just going to shatter at this point. With their Lord gone. Yep, and look at this. As soon as they break, they're running them down. So, it's now just a few Slayers, and there we go. I throw in the towel, because it was literally just like 3-4 Slayers. Very unfortunate, but a interesting battle, to say the least. All of the great weapons. Just everything had great weapons. It was fantastic. But definitely the better play here. The mobility, I should have shot those down. I mean, look. Nearly 100 kills between those two Horsemasters. Absolutely insane. The Chaos Knights did great. The Quarriers really should have focused on the Horsemasters, got them out of the way, and then focused on everything else. Used them to protect the back flanks, really. But I didn't use them properly. The Slayers kind of got thrown away. I mean, the front line done alright. I like to think we were winning the front line, but then it started turning. I didn't use Grumble's abilities properly. So, yeah, unfortunately, just completely outplayed by a KaMiKaZe. That is round 1 of this best out of 3. Not a great start, but I'm still warming up. I'm still getting there. And this guy, he does tournaments and events and things like that. He's absolutely a fantastic player. And great talking to as well. So, yeah, guys, do hit that like button. Comment below your thoughts. How could I play this better? Could I have won with this army? Do I just need to play better, or do I need to change stuff? And yeah, I mean, I don't think this needs much changing, to be honest. It's a pretty good all-round army. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget, this is open to anyone. So if you have Total Warhammer 2 and an internet connection, sign up to my Discord channel, and then you can challenge me in a best of 3 and hopefully be on the channel. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow for round 2. Till then, take care.